Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Griever here, bringing you guys a Nanatsu no Taizai, also known as 7 Deadly Sins Theory video. Now, right off the bat, I just want to give a shout out to Grimm's Discord. He is the one who hosts the Boar's Hat podcast, and last night, when I was discussing the latest chapter and a few other things about the series with some of the guys in there, this kind of popped into my brain, and we all kind of agreed this is a good possibility. It's not a bad plot line for this to go under, and that is the woman named Rosa. Now, for a little bit of background on her before we get into what the theory is, Rosa is the woman that we only saw truly in chapter 169 of 7 Deadly Sins. During this chapter, this is where Gother is fighting against Escanor and uses his memory manipulation type of magic to go in and bring Escanor through his past and all the turmoil and try to make his heart filled with despair. And we know what happens there. Despair turns to hope. Merlin is his own son. All that stuff. But during this, we get a lot of Escanor's backstory in just quick flashes and quick moments in his life. One character who has not been elaborated upon since is Rosa, the character of Rosa. This woman is the only one who helped him not only escape death, but escape the kingdom which he is a part of. Which, once again, we have no indication that this kingdom is even in Britannia. Suffice to say, this could be a country outside of it. All we know is that he is referred to as Lord Escanor, and his parents seem to be, if not king and queen, definitely lord and ladies. They had their own kingdom, and he is one of the sons. During all this, we see that the only one, after that he is called a cursed being and all that such, this woman holds out her hand to Escanor, claims to be his ally, and tearfully tells him, "I'm sorry," get in the barrel, a young 5, 6, 7-year-old Escanor, into the barrel to whisk him away from this kingdom and this plight, because they believe he's a cursed monster, and they're going to kill him. So, that is the woman of Rosa. And that's really all we know about her, just through Escanor's little flashback moment. This is where the theory is. Rosa is the grace sunshine made manifest. I'll say it again. Rosa is sunshine. The grace. Now, some of you might be sitting there going, nope, dislike, this is stupid, this is clickbaity. No. Hear me out. Hear me out, ladies and gentlemen. Sunshine, as far as we know, is just a magical power. It's just a grace. A powerful magic, but nonetheless a magic. And I would agree with you. I would have gone on the theory that Rita, the maiden loved by the sun, is actually Rosa during all of this. I would have gone with that. And I know some people say that that is actually Merlin trying to save Escanor during this. Okay, those are not bad theories. And neither is this one. Because of what happened to Mael, what we have seen not in the latest chapters, but in the latest arc, we saw that Estarossa, of course, is Mael, took in 4 commandments, and we saw within him that the commandments themselves, not only do they have a corporal form, a physical manifestation of a commandment, but they also seem to have a will of their own. So, suffice it to say that if the commandments, which are the demonic equivalent of the graces, can have a physical manifestation, why would the graces not? And once again, even though Rudeciel and perhaps the Supreme Deity are corrupted beings trying to egg on this holy war, this genocide of demons, that does not necessarily make any of the magics inherently evil. Same with how Derriere and Monspeet were starting to change their ways. Same with how Gloxinia and Dolor eventually became them, but at one time were beings of light. And Meliodas, let's not even get into that track record. So, suffice it to say, if it's possible, could not the 4 graces have a physical form, a corporal form? Now, let's use the evidence from chapter 169 to back up this theory. While rereading this chapter, the first instance we actually get of her is her holding out her hand in this panel. And we see a mark not unlike the goddess eyes of Elizabeth and the other goddesses. It seems to be upon her finger, whether this is a tattoo, a marking, a ring. it's left a little ambiguous. I doubt it's a ring. To me, it seems more like a marking or a tattoo. And it seems to be a goddess symbol on her finger. She holds out her hand when he first activates his magical power. Remember, he first activated it. He was not born with it. He did not come out of the womb and burn his mother to death with the power of sunshine. He awakened it when he was roughly 4 or 5 years old, when his older brother Daemon was so jealous of him because he was the new little brother, and the king and queen doted upon him, father and mother. And during all this, he tried to retaliate, said, "Stop picking on me." This is when his actual grace activated his magical power. Now, we don't have a clear-cut reason as to when people is every single human born and automatically can use it, or do they need to awaken it at certain times? There are theories about that, and the evidence suggests that people need to train up their body and their mind before they can actually activate it, even if they inherently have a magical ability. There's very little evidence of a baby using such abilities. However, suffice to say, this all happens, and he's basically treated as a monster, gets kicked out. She is the only one out of, for whatever reason, a 5-6-year-old Escanor. This woman cloaks herself, holds out her hand and says, "Escanor, I am your ally." Whisks him away from the kingdom that's trying to burn him at the stake, pun not intended, and puts him in a barrel, says, "You need to get in the barrel." And she weeps, she cries, looking at him, and says, "I'm sorry, I'm so sorry." And we clearly see once again that this is not some just odd line drawing, but on the finger once again it is represented that she has some type of marking, and it appears to me to be the goddess symbol upon her finger. Now, what does Rosa have to be sorry for? Could it be the fact that after... You all know my original theory about Escanor's original magical power, and if you have not, go check out that video, please, very much. It's not a bad theory about Escanor's ability before he obtained the Grace of Sunshine. However, the Grace of Sunshine has been lost for 3,000 years. And regardless of the theory behind why Escanor, out of all people, out of all giants, goddesses, fairies, humans, why Sunshine went to Escanor, why is his body so special? Why is he able to maintain, as has been stated throughout the entire series by high-ranking demons and angels alike, that they cannot believe he is human. His power is too strong. He cannot hold a grace. The grace should be toxic to him. It should have broken his body down. Rudestiel even points this out when first meeting him and realizing he has the power of Sunshine, is that you cannot be human. This ability would have broken down your body years ago. And the fact that he utilizes it is even further proof that this shouldn't be the case. No one can understand the reason why. So once again, regardless of the reason, as I said, I have my own theory on that, this grace chose him, but realizes, this Rosa woman realizes, if this is truly Sunshine, that she knows her power is necessary to end the Holy War. She knows that she needs to find a vessel, that she cannot stay dormant, that the power balance will be off. She needs to be active. She needs a host, a vessel. But she also knows what people are like. We can assume from whether it's not during the war or that she has been searching for 3,000 years and seen both the good and the ugly side of mankind, giant kind, and the like. She knows what they will think of Escanor. That he will be treated as a monster, or cursed, or a monstrosity, an abomination of nature. And she knows that she has laid this heavy, heavy burden on an innocent, and not unlike Male, when he was first a young child, a very innocent young man who doesn't want to hurt anybody. And she is laying this heavy burden upon this child who's innocent. And that is why she is crying. That is why she claims to be sorry. How is this her fault? What is she to be sorry for? Because she is trying to help him. Why should she be sorry? Now you can say it's an ambiguous, I'm sorry for the way your father and mother treat you. I'm sorry the way the whole kingdom turned their back on you the moment, something happened. But why should she bear that guilt? Why should she feel the need to say that? No, I believe this was a very key scene. And that Rosa is actually Sunshine, apologizing to Escanor. And this is why we have no inkling of where Rosa is and where she's been since. Perhaps she managed to manifest herself and only Escanor could truly see her. We have no indication. It's all left ambiguous as to how this came about. Rosa potentially could have been a servant woman in the kingdom. She could have just been a maid or something, a wet nurse for Escanor. We do not know. But since we do not know, I believe my theory holds some weight, is that this is the physical manifestation for the grace of Sunshine to look for a host body for the last 3,000 years. This is why she has the goddess marking, and not the goddess symbol. I should reiterate that. It's the goddess eye marking that I believe is on her finger, on her index finger. And she is sorry for the heavy burden of a curse that she lays upon Escanor, knowing she does not have a choice. She has been searching for 3,000 years to find a host that she believes, like Mael, who may have been corrupted, but at his heart was truly an innocent, gentle soul. And Sunshine knows that it cannot go to anybody but the truest of pure beings. Suffice it to say, guys, that's basically the theory. I'm not going to embellish this any further. I think I've made my point using both Chapter 169 and all the other evidence that has been shown. But what do you think? Am I wrong about the symbol on her index finger? Is she simply a wet nurse? Is it ridiculous to assume that just because the commandments have a corporal form that the graces would as well? And how would that work outside the body? Once again, there are many, many questions to add to this theory, but I still believe it to be an interesting one. That being said, guys, like, comment, subscribe down below, and tell me what you think of my theory. Tell me, do you think, is it totally bonkers? Am I way out to left field? Or is there something to this? Leave your theories in the comment section down below, and as always, this has been Griever. Please drink responsibly, and we'll see you back here next time, guys. Bye-bye.